seeing, I think, a lot more like Kubernetes adoption. It's like it's ubiquitous. Kubernetes is becoming more and more of a commodity. I think we still have a long way to go, but a year ago or 2 years ago, I guess, at the last KubeCon in San Diego, there were a lot of companies that were still early in their Kubernetes journey, and there still are now. But like Kubernetes exists in more places than it does. It's not like the next thing that we're going to adopt. It's starting to become like the boring technology. It's becoming like it's standard. It's there, and I think with that, like we're unlocking like this wave of the next generation of problems, which is we can actually focus on, instead of the Kubernetes API and how we're delivering software, but like more meaningful problems on top of that around security and supply chain. And like, supply chain has been in the news a lot lately, right? Like supply chain attacks. And so I think there's a lot of trends coming out and a lot of software coming out around that supply chain as the answer to that one. I think people are starting to talk about it a lot. I think it's a trend. I think it's still very like unknown right now. Like there's just a lot of like, it's a hard problem to solve. We know that's a problem. There's been an executive order around like, securing the supply chain. There's startups that are forming around this space in particular. We're shipping software, and just if you want to run software, it really doesn't matter how you're running that. If you're running that in a tightly controlled air-gapped environment or connected to the internet or whatever, like you need to know what's in that software, because supply chain attacks exist regardless of how you're running that software. And so I think that's the answer. Yeah, supply chain.